Hey there, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my bathroom. This is a mother's bathroom confessional, clearly. So to give you a little bit of background about me, I am clearly just really great with technology and phones and recording. I'm also super good at like public speaking and making myself sound really intelligent when I'm talking to, potentially millions of people, but probably like 4 people. But this is a space where I want to dedicate 5 minutes a day to tell you a little bit about what it's like for me as a parent of special needs kids, because that's the terminology people really like to use. I don't know that I have a better piece of terminology, but that's what they are. So I have a kid who's 11, almost 12, and they are non-binary, gender non-conforming. They go by he and him pronouns, although that's kind of a fluid thing, and they are pretty well always just being themselves. And while my husband and I have always been super supportive and told them they could be whoever they want to be, dress however they want, as long as it's like covering all the important parts, being supportive and being open to whatever they want is not without its challenges and not without its stresses, because as a parent, trying to protect a kid who is really willing just to be confidently who they are and not care what the outside world thinks means that I have to care what the outside world thinks and work really hard to make sure that my child's mental health and well-being is extremely well protected. Not everybody is kind, and the older my child gets, the less kind people become. They're more understanding of a 4-year-old who wants to paint their nails and throw on a pink sparkly dress. And they're, sort of okay with my kid playing in the front yard with a dress on in 2nd grade, but getting less comfortable for sure with them playing in the schoolyard with their dress on. And when my child turns 12 and wears skirts to 7th grade, it's something that becomes an even bigger question. And everyone always wants to know, what bathroom are they going to use, and what pronouns should we use, and what ways can we protect your kid, and all of these really seemingly kind things that end up being super invasive. So that's child number 1. Child number 2 is 10 and has a myriad of mental health struggles, behavioral struggles, and a lot of PTSD, a lot of traumatic background. None of that necessarily is something I'll dive into today, but it creates a lot of stress for me and Dad, because it's basically like living in a psychiatric facility where we are constantly on guard and always watching to help prevent the next meltdown, help mitigate the current meltdown, help keep the other kids and 10-year-old safe, and it can be absolutely exhausting as a parent, partly because I know that my kiddo would do better if they could do better, and wants to do better but struggles to do better, and partly because I'm a human being and there's only so many times that you can be screamed at, kicked, spit on, bitten, have your belongings broken before you kind of snap. And then there's the toddler, who is almost 2, who'll be 2 next month, and is growing up so super fast, and she absorbs everything, including the negative things that sometimes come along with having a kiddo who has emotional regulation struggles. And so trying to teach my daughter that, hey, we gotta do the right thing and not necessarily what Brevi does, can be a super big challenge. So in the coming weeks and months, I hope to kind of give little tidbits of what my life is like and what my husband and I go through on a daily basis, just so that you as the viewer can feel a little bit less alone and know that what you're going through is not necessarily totally unnatural and you're not a freak of nature. So sending all my love to you guys. Here's my 5-minute mark because I don't want this to be overwhelming. And I hope to start giving some more insights and positivity your way soon.